Let's spend a moment talking about the banks, too. We did mention it a moment ago. They have been trading, as you know, at record highs. Goldman Sachs today reiterated overweight at Wells. Bank of America overweight also at Wells. Stephanie Link has that name. There's been a lot more optimism around the deal market and M&A. Private equity hasn't traded well, though. One of the spots that you would say, well, if there's more optimism around deals, why wouldn't private equity be right in the mix? Blue Owl over 1 month down 9%. Apollo down 5.5%. KKR down 2.5%. Stephanie Link, you sold the stock.
Yeah, KKR, I'm up 10% in the name, so I bought it when it was down almost 20%. It's a great company. It's not cheap. I think the banks are so much more compelling because you do have them benefiting from the steep yield curve, deregulation. You also have M&A. M&A right now, year to date, $2.7 trillion, Scott. Completed M&A transactions are up 40% worldwide, and in North America, up 102%.
Yeah, I know. Why aren't you buying more of KKR rather than selling it?
No, because I think the banks actually are going to benefit, and they're cheaper, and that's how I'm playing it. KKR is a fine company, and yes, capital markets recovery will help them too. But the private market stocks, they've done so well over the last several years. I think there's a catch-up trade with the banks, and I do think the valuations. I know that they're at the high end of the price to book, but I think you're going to see a massive re-rating in these stocks. And that's where I want to be putting more money.
Shannon, I'll give you the last word on this. And just to remind everybody again, Leslie Picker is going to be live with J.P. Morgan's Jamie Dimon coming up on this very program in just a little bit. So you don't want to miss that. But what about your take here?
I think that there definitely was some pull forward in some of the private equity names in terms of the anticipation of a deregulatory environment, lower cost of capital, and, everything that was coming into this year. I do think that there's probably an opportunity for both to win from an iBanking perspective on the traditional banks as well as the private equity providers. Announced M&A is increasing, but you need to start seeing deals being closed en masse to really be able to monetize the portfolios and be able to get that second run for the private equity names.
Okay.